Bonjour Français 1, c'est Madame Torres. I hope you had a wonderful 3-day weekend. But we are back today and we actually have our first discussion-based assessment for this semester due this week. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Last week you had lesson 6.06 through 6.07, and some of you might still actually be working on 6.07. I know it can be a little bit tough, so I want to make sure that I go over it real quick. So I'm going to open that up, the lesson, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what to prepare for the DBA for Module 6 as well as the exam. So this week you'll have 6.08 and 6.09 due. That's the DBA and the exam. And if you're ready for it, I highly encourage you to go on and work on 7.0, the pretest as well. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to the assignment real quick. Okay, so this assignment is based on the reading on the previous page. I want you to make sure that you're responding with complete sentences, and that's what the directions say. Répondre aux questions avec des phrases complètes, right? So here's an example of how you might do that. Comment s'appelle la jeune fille? What is the name of the young girl? Or how is called the young girl? The young girl is called, and then you give her name. So I'm using words from the sentence to create my response. La jeune fille s'appelle, and then the name. Number 2, où habite-t-elle? This T here, you'll see it right here as well. The only reason for that is pronunciation. Now listen carefully because this is actually something that you'll see a lot come up, and I want you to make sure you're aware of it and don't get confused by it. The only reason why it's there is because habite ends with a vowel sound and elle begins with a vowel sound. So when we change the position of the verb, like habiter, and we put it in front of the person, when normally it's elle habite, we just put that T in the middle for pronunciation. Où habite-t-elle instead of où habite-elle. That's all. Really, they could write this question, elle habite où? She lives where? And to answer it, we'll say, elle habite, and then where she lives, right? Number 3 is asking pourquoi, pourquoi meaning why. And in our live lesson last week, I told you to say because is parce que. Parce que. P-A-R-C-E-Q-U-E. Parce que. So again, just make sure that you're answering complete sentences for those. So this week, you have your DBA. Let's look over what it suggests you review for your DBA, and then I will also tell you what we will be discussing during your DBA. So the first thing here, Module 6.0, Strasbourg. You do want to know about Strasbourg and Carcassonne, those two cities. Think a little bit about what you can see there, read a little bit about what you learned about the history of these cities. Vocabulary about getting around town and giving directions. You do need to know how to tell someone to get around town. One set of directions that I saw a few errors on in some assignments was telling someone to turn right or turn left. Remember that we say go right or turn right, we say à droite. We need the A with an accent circonflexe. That's the A that kind of goes like this way, I believe. And then to the left, à gauche. À gauche, à droite. À droite, to the right, has an E at the end. When you say go straight, tout droit, no E at the end. So à droite, tout droit. Sound a little bit different. Okay, another very big thing that you do need to know about is 6.05, conjugating ER verbs. I will ask you about them. I will ask you to tell me what is an ER verb. Give me examples of ER verbs. I will ask you to tell me why ER verbs are called boot verbs. I will want to hear you pronounce the ER verbs correctly when they are conjugated. What that means is, how do I say the I form of the verb, the you, the he, the we, the they? I want to make sure I hear them correctly. So just to refresh your memory, when a verb ends with ER, it has an A sound. A sound, A, like étudier, to study. When it does not have the ER anymore and you're conjugating it, that sound drops. So here I just went and I clicked on ER verbs right there that you can click on, and it opened up this page. Perfect. You can click on the audio and listen to how each form is pronounced. So make sure you have some examples of those. And then also the prepositions a and de, super important. You have to know what it forms when it's masculine, when it's feminine, and so on. Look at these examples. Memorize what these mean. So this is how you're going to also prepare for your exam. And after your discussion with me, I will give you the password for Module 6. So again, this week you're going to want to work on your DBA, due by Friday, your exam, and then possibly get into Module 7.0, take that pre-test, do that first little culture live lesson, or that culture lesson. You're going to schedule a DBA online. I believe I showed you last week how to do so. So same thing, on the home page of the French 1 class, just scroll down till you get to book now, and you can book an appointment right there. Please make sure you remember what date and time your appointment is for, and that you take some time to review before I call you on that date and time. You have 3 other choices as well. So if you don't want to schedule an appointment and you'd rather come to a live lesson where on the board I put questions up, and then when you're ready I pull you into a separate room to answer those questions and talk with me, you're welcome to do that as well. Your first opportunity is during our normal live lesson time. So this Tuesday, the 16th, we won't have a real live lesson. It will be only to complete DBAs. If you are scheduling an appointment or if you already did your DBA, you don't have to attend. But that is the 16th, today, from 3 to 4:30. The next time is tomorrow, Wednesday the 17th, from 1:30 to 2:30. And the time after that is Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Okay? So those are 3 other times that you can choose to come. Big information here. Something really important that I need to tell you guys about. This week is our first week putting zeros in. So you probably remember if you were with virtual school last semester, anything that's 2 weeks or more overdue gets an automatic 0 for now. It's temporary, but it will bring your grade lower if it's something that you were supposed to turn in 2 or more weeks ago. Okay? Keep that in mind. I will be putting zeros in tomorrow. You are more than welcome to still do those assignments, but for now they're going to have zeros. What that means is they're going to actually move from your assignments to complete into your grade book. And what that also means is it's your responsibility to make sure that you're checking your grade book to redo any assignments that you need to do. Okay? If you have any questions, you know where to reach me, and I will talk to you for your DBA this week.